that this now limits the study area to where we think we might find the Endeavour. We've been at this 25 years, and this is the first time we've been really willing to say we think we're closing in on having the Endeavour. This is science. It's not a documentary. It's not something that'll be over in 50 minutes, and we've got a lot more work to do, but we felt that this is the time to share with you where we are.
This is one of the cannons that stands proud of the seabed, and again, it's nice because we have this in a 3D configuration. One of the things, from an interpretive standpoint, this is great. We actually know in this area we have the delimits of the hull.
We need to do test excavations to reveal more of the structure so that we see how she's built and what she's built of, what kind of artifacts are on board still, what kind of timber she's made out of, a whole series of questions that we can ask an archaeological site that will identify which ship it was. And we're hoping that's the next phase. But we have to have an artifact management lab before we can open these sites up, because we have to have a way to be able to manage those materials that come off ships like this. So although, yes, we think we might have the Endeavour, and yes, Cook was important to it, but there's also local histories elsewhere. The Endeavour is considered to be the founding vessel for European Australians. The indigenous population in Australia are not so happy about it, but that's a political debate that we don't get into. But we are glad that this is an important shipwreck for Rhode Island history as well, because it was part of the American Revolution.
When you say Newport to Australians, people obviously think about the America's Cup and the great duels that we had between Australia and the United States going for many, many decades. But today we are sort of announcing that the great piece of Australian history, the location of the Endeavour, has actually been found in the United States. So imagine if we said today the Santa Maria had been discovered in Sydney Harbour, you would probably be equally astounded.
This is one of the cannons down at the southern end of the site. So we have 4. 2 are proud, 2 are partially buried.
So this is a result of a lot of work that's been done over the last 2.5 decades by the archaeologists, who I want to congratulate. But it's also, I think, a great symbol of America and Australia and the United Kingdom, the world's great democracies. So this ship that discovered Australia found itself here in the Revolutionary War in the United States, which was a battle for democracy.
We will be celebrating the arrival of Cook in Australia in 2020, finding the wreck of the Endeavour at this point of time and being able to authenticate that is an extraordinary achievement. It would be fabulous.
What we have here are 3 of the most prominently proud framing timbers on the ship. The scale bars that we have in